Oh, hello, and welcome to Grindhouse Funhouse, a channel about all things cult and underground cinema. My name is Paul. I was born and raised in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, where I spent most of my days. If you detect a slight accent in my speech, it is because I am French. So if there's sometimes words I mangle here and there, you'll know why. J'ai l'intention aussi de faire des vidéos en français dans le futur, but for right now, I'm gonna English it up for my international audience. I started my Instagram account 2 years ago today, where I post on the daily about films I've watched and purchased, or any other related cinematic events. Recently, I said to myself, why not extend this to a YouTube channel? I mean, everybody else is doing it, so why the hell not? I mean, I've watched tons of videos throughout the years from fellow film collectors, people like Mootid16, Cine Stalker, Logan Toxic, Cellular Terror, Toddy Walnuts, Chris Stockman, the list goes on. They do all excellent work, always entertaining and educational, at least for me. And for my channel, I love to do what they're doing, which is showing off my collection. A lot of like, look at my shit. Isn't it nice? A lot of that. Also unboxing of movies I get in the mail, reviews, news, do special videos on genres, on film studios, Blu-Ray labels, talk about the Canadian side of cult and underground cinema. For example, there was this great tax shelter era of films right here in Canada for the mid-70s up to the early 80s that would be really fun to delve into. So basically everything that really interests me and that I'd like to share with you all. So where does my love of movies come from? Well, the first movie I ever saw was E.T. back in 1982. And if you ask anybody in my age range that question, that is the answer they always will give you. I do remember watching a lot of VHS back in the 80s at that video store close to my house that would always go pretty much 2-3 times a week. I started collecting around 1989, and the first movie I bought was Batman. And in the beginning of 1991, I was that 14-year-old kid that had a paper route and decided to buy a Laserdisc player with his paper route money. There were so many of us. I still have it to this day. I honestly can't remember what the first DVD I bought was. My feeling is it's either What About Bob or Quick Change, because I'm a huge Bill Murray fan, so I'm thinking those were the DVDs I bought. And obviously throughout the 90s and the 2000s, the collection kept growing and growing. However, my love of cult cinema, grindhouse, and horror films came from my second trip to Austin, Texas, back in 2009 for South by Southwest, that giant music, film, and multimedia festival. While there, I discovered this magnificent movie theater you might have heard of, the Alamo Drafthouse. Was the South Lamar location. There, I saw the movie, the classic buddy comedy, I Love You Man. I barely remember what that movie was about, but what I do remember was the pre-show, which was shown 30 minutes before the movie. That's what they do for every movie. Basically, they'll show old film trailers, PSAs, odd clips, like commercials from Japan that maybe the actor in the movie appeared in. For some reason, watching that pre-show did it for me. And went back home, started to buy a ton of trailer compilations, started to buy a lot of movies from watching all those trailers, and the collection grew and grew. Also, what helped push this love of grindhouse cinema horror even further is the amazing, glorious Fantasia International Film Festival that happens each and every year right here in Montreal, second week of July till the first week of August. I've been going there since the 2011, and obviously I'll go back again this year. I held out as long as I could when it came to switching format, buying Blu-rays or Brûlés, as Bill Olsen from Code Red would say. But once all those labels, and I have to read that list because it's a long list, like Scream Factory, Arrow Video, Olive Films, Blue Underground, Synapse Films, Code Red, Scorpion Releasing, Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, Kino, Vestron Video, MVD came into my life, enticing me with all those pristine transfers, all those extras, awesome original artwork, which is the best. Some coming with slipcovers, steel books. It was game over, man, just game over. So that's about it. Hopefully you got a good sense of what I'm about, and it'll entice you to tune in for more. And to achieve that, please like, share, and subscribe. Click that tiny little bell so you'll never miss an update. Also, go check out my Instagram feed at Grindhouse Funhouse. On Twitter, I am Grind Funhouse, and on Facebook, I am Grindhouse Funhouse. Also, let me know in the comment section what got you started collecting movies. What was that spark that got you to go nuts to start a film collection? I'm always interested to hear other people's stories, especially when it comes to our shared movie collecting madness. So thank you for watching. Be well, and I'll see you next time.